All right, you're sitting in your geometry class and the teacher says this whole unit that we're about to dive into is about circles. And so you stopped listening because you thought you knew everything that there was needed to know about circles. And then a week later, he started using words like chord and tangent, and you are completely lost about what he's talking about. This video will help break down every part of a circle that you need to know in a geometry course. Okay, so first and foremost, let's talk about the radius and the center. So the center, I think most people already know, the center of a circle is the very center of the circle. A radius goes from center to the edge. So center to the edge of the circle is the radius. So halfway. Okay, a sector is created by two radius or two radii. So if we have the center and I drew a radius here and then a radius there, our sector is this entire section bounded by the two radius and the arc. Okay, so that kind of helps you down here with what we'll be talking about when we're discussing an arc. A segment is created from a chord. We'll talk about a chord down here, okay? But a chord goes from one edge of the circle to another edge of the circle, and the segment is the part of the circle bounded by the chord and the arc. An arc is the curved outer part of the circle, the curved outer part of the circle from one point to another point on the outer edge of the circle. That is the arc. A tangent, okay, let me actually draw something to draw a straight line here. Tangent is the line that meets and hits the circle at exactly 1 point and 1 point only. So this line here is called the tangent. That right there is our point of contact. That is the 1 point that this line makes contact with our circle. And last but not least, we have a chord, which is a line segment from one part of the outer edge of the circle to another part of the outer edge of the circle. That right there is a chord, edge to edge. Okay, so we've covered everything right there. Let's finish it with our last two. Saved the best for last. The circumference is all the way around the circle. So if I were to peel that out and make it into one big long straight line, how long would that be? Okay, so imagine this is a piece of string, right? And if I were to take that string and lay it down on the ground and make a circle from the string, and you pull the string out and straighten it out, how long that is, that would be your circumference, all the way around the circle. Okay, and radius is center to edge. Diameter is all the way across. It's basically a chord that has to go through the center. This is called the diameter. So now your geometry teacher mentions a chord. You'll know exactly what he's talking about, or she. Tangent, you know we're talking about that outer line. Arc, radius, center to edge. Sector is the section of the circle created from two radius and the arc. Segment is created from a chord and the arc. Study hard, memorize each one of these vocabulary words, because once you understand what they mean, then you get to understand what your teacher's saying. Got to know what they're talking about before you can understand the math. Study hard and good luck on your upcoming test.